dark out today because it's got that summer rain going. But the box is here. You may notice something different about this box. It's way bigger. That's because I got an email from Universal Yums not too far before the box shipped us. And they were like, hey, if you want to upgrade to the Yum Yum box for just another $5, go ahead and do that. So I'm like, okay. Because normally Yum Yum box is $24. So for me to tack on another $5 would not even break $20 for me. So I was like, I'm down. So since we're still putting stuff on the outside, we've got Le Amazon Rainforest, and this looks... Is this Brazilian? That looks like the Brazilian flag to me. Which would be fine. That was my very first box, was Brazil. Way back in August 2016, I think? When the Olympics were going down. Yep. And we are back. Back in Brazil. Yes. The only reason... I mean, no disrespect to you, Brazil, but the only reason I knew who your flag was off the bat was because mixed martial arts. A lot of Brazilian folk. And there's also Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all kinds of fun stuff. So, as usual, here's our giant card, information and fun stuff and things, ratings and whatnot, that you get in every box. And then, of course, our booklet. And, oh my god, you guys. Look at the bounty of things. There's gonna be a lot of stuff to eat, depending upon how fast I eat it and how fast I read and all that other stuff. Ooh. Anyway, not to get distracted. I don't want to waste time because these videos are always long enough without me digging around here. So it's a wild Brazilian adventure. Are you ready? No, we mean really ready. We hope so, because this month we're headed on a jam-packed adventure through Brazil. Huge, bustling cities, sprawling citrus orchards, coconut palm-studded coasts. This unique country is bursting with intriguing sights and landscapes to explore. Just talking is hard. There's one thing the country of Brazil has that few others do, the Amazon rainforest. The country contains an astounding 60%, aka 832 million acres of the Amazon. That's larger than the entire country of India. Sorry, India. With all that dense tropical space, it's no surprise that Brazil is home to the greatest variety of animals in the world. Jaguars, piranhas, giant anacondas, poison dart frogs, we could go on and on. A lot of things there that will kill you, but that's okay. Just be careful. But instead, we'll give you a peek at some of Brazil's most captivating creatures on page 10. Ah! Is there an actual page 10 this time? There is a page 10, possibly because I have a Yum Yum box. Look at the fancy animals of Brazil. Provided it focuses. Well, this is my... Here we go. There we go. Look, pink dolphins. Anywho. Of course, we can't forget the most exciting part of this Brazilian adventure, the food. Brazilian cuisine blends Portuguese, African, Italian, and native influences for one uniquely colorful mix. With loads of fruity tang, fiery spice, and nutty sweetness, this month's box will take you on a thrilling tour of Brazilian flavors. Whether you're munching on a spicy Brazilian pepper or discovering their famous honey-infused bread, there are no limits when it comes to exploring Brazil. So what are you waiting for? Grab your backpacks, pop on your safari hats, and join us on a delicious adventure through Brazil. Fabulous! I wonder if any of these will be... Look at this pepper. He's so happy to be doing his pepper thing. I wonder if I'll have any repeats from the last time, but I guess we'll find out. But there's a lot of stuff to go through. And this Yum Yum box does not mess around. But okay, so let's start with this one. Delicitos Pimenta pepper crackers. Cool. If there's one thing that almost all Brazilians have in common, it's that they like things hot. Though the country's cuisine is characterized by some pretty intense heat, nothing is hotter, or more commonly used in cooking, than the... Whoa, I've never heard of this one. Malagueta pepper? Just to put it in perspective, this pepper is 133 times hotter than Frank's Red Hot Sauce. I've never had Frank's Red Hot Sauce, but okay. Locals who eat them have grown accustomed to the fiery flavor, but for others, it's nearly impossible to bear. We wanted to bring you a taste of Brazil's spicy peppers, but decided to go for a variety that's 100 times less spicy than the Malagueta pepper. These cracker puffs are flavored with jalapeno, so they still crack a pretty decent kick. 10 times more than Frank's Red Hot Sauce, okay. But hey, just to be thankful they're not made with those other peppers. Okay, there's a tiny animal here. You want to come up? You want to be involved in this, in all the things? Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah, there's a party there. There's a whole box of goodies. Are you happy to be involved? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have some peppers. You gonna help me with your tiny T-Rex feet? Oh, hang on. This is not the easiest thing to do. Luckily, this package is easy to open, unlike some others. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, I can smell from here. Do you smell that? Be careful, it's hot. I don't want you. Don't lick it. Okay, you don't lick it. I will lick all the things. Okay, you can't have this. It's not for puppies. It's a little tiny pillow. I feel like I've eaten something like this before. That's kind of like a little pillow thing. Yeah, I feel like I might have had these last time. Like, cause they're like little pillow puffs, and they're just hollow on the inside. But they're good. You like jalapeno stuff? Yeah, they're good. They're just like a good jalapeno-y, flavory, wiggly, fishy you. What are you doing? Just smelling all the things. Where are you going? No, don't lick my hands. But yeah, it's good peppery jalapeno-y stuff. Ooh, the big one. I don't know. So it's a good start. I like jalapeno stuff. I got a jalapeno plant growing in my backyard. I'm gonna make salsa and all kinds of fun stuff with it. I don't know where you think you're going. But good start. Okay, Wiggly Fishy. Now I got late night snack time. Only today, there's people gone, so I don't have to be quiet. Alright, so I think it's time to figure out what is happening here with the squirrel. Why is there a squirrel in a cowboy outfit? He seems to be barbecuing, so he's having a good time. Squirrel! So, let us figure out what the fudge is in there, and whether or not it's good. This is, Squil Churrasco. Wait, hold on. I'm exaggerating this way too much and it's ruining everything. Churrasco. Barbecue corn puffs. Oh, okay, because it's very, very light, so that's why I wasn't sure what was going on. So for most people, the color green usually means go, but for Brazilians, green means more meat. Okay. The country's popular barbecue joints, called, churrascarias, are known for serving an incredible variety of meats straight from the skewer. Oh. Waiters at these places, called pasadores, carry the tall skewers around the restaurant, carving thick slices onto guests' plate. All you have to do is flip a card to the green side, if you want that type of meat, or the red side, if you don't. Lucky for you, these savory chips let you experience the flavors of true Brazilian, churrascaria from thousands of miles away. With their bold, smoky flavor and satisfying crunch, you'll definitely want to keep your card green for these. So green means go for meat. Yes, please! I would like the meats. Delicious. Nutritious. Oh, they're like little, oh. Smell that barbecue. That smells good, actually. I haven't eaten anything since, I've forgotten what time. 12? It's 10 now. It's past 10. It's almost 10. There's 2 minutes till 10:30. But they look like little shells. They're very light and fluffy. It's like a little shell. Little cup. Little bowl. Smell really good. Tastes good. They're very light in area, so you can just kind of go to town. Kind of bacony. I'm gonna go with pork. Pork flavor. Pork, roast pork. Barbecue pork. Something like that. It's good though. So I'm gonna eat these and enjoy life for a moment. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and open the little yum bag because there's a thing in here that I want it, precious. I want it. Because it looks like it might have coconut in it. It's Frutabella, which I had them last time, I think. Barra de coco. Cokitos. Yeah? Yeah. Focus? No. Yes? No? Yes? No? Yes? Maybe. Anyway. It looks tasty, so we're gonna try it. So this is Frutabella Cokitos Shredded Coconut Bar. I'm all about the coconut. Yes, please. Thank you. I guessed right. This yum might look like a Mounds bar missing its chocolate coating, but in Brazil it's an iconic treat all on its own. Cocada is an indulgent local candy made with coconut, water, and sugar that was first brought to Brazil by African slaves during colonial times. It holds a strong cultural significance in Brazil as a reminder of its unjust past, while also honoring the contributions of those that have made Brazil into the diverse culture it is today. This rustic treat makes use of the simple yet abundant raw materials at hand in Brazil and is still served in the same traditional style. Women dress in white turbans and long hoop skirts to sell the treats from decorated tables along the streets of northeast Brazil, specifically in Bahia. Strolling through this coastal town, it's nearly impossible to resist the warm and toasty aroma of these fresh-baked coconut sweets. I bet that smells delicious. Ooh! The one you're holding includes a touch of vanilla, making it slightly more rich and even more irresistible. Well then, yes please, ma'am. Let's eat it. If I can open it. No, the package curse has returned. Now why? Why? Why you do this to me, Cokitos? Don't betray me. I want to try your coconutty deliciousness. It does kind of look a little bit like if you took the Mounds bar and you were just like, ha ha ha, no chocolate for you. And it's just a coconut. Ow. Yeah, basically just coconut goodness. With a little bit extra. If you don't like coconut, don't sign up for this. But for people like me, yeah. It's just basically finely shredded coconut, a little bit of dusting on sugar on the outside, a little bit more on the inside, obviously the vanilla, and you have coconut treat. One should never talk with their mouth full. It's rude. That was good, I like that. I think I have 2 of those too, which is nice. Or maybe 3. Who knows? It's hard to tell. There's a whole party of stuff in here. You know what? Screw it. Let's try this peanut one. What's this about? What's going on here? Let's eat more things. Like I said, I haven't eaten all day, so, yeah. So this is the Frutabella Amendoiks? Amendoiks. I'm not sure. It's a chewy peanut butter. I'm sorry, chewy peanut bar. A world without peanuts sounds awful. Imagine only Cracker Jacks at ball games, bland jelly sandwiches, empty Reese's cups. That's sad. It makes for one frightening scenario. It does indeed. And if it weren't for Brazil, it could have been reality. The peanut plant originated in South America, and Brazil was the country where European explorers first discovered the nuts. Tribes in central Brazil ground peanuts with corn to make a special drink, and explorers realized how delicious the crop was. From the jungles of the Amazon, the nuts traveled overseas to Europe, then made their way to Africa, Asia, and eventually North America. Since then, we've grown accustomed to a plethora of peanuts in our foods. But you've never had them quite like this. Whole roasted peanuts have been mashed and mixed with sugar to make a traditional Brazilian sweet called I don't know, I can't pronounce this, but I think it's the O and the I next to each other throwing me off. Amendoiks. I give up. Although it's a famous snack in Brazil, you'll unfortunately have to go back to living in a world without it once it's gone. Until we visit Brazil again. So the next 2 years, perhaps? I didn't actually know that peanuts originated in South America. It's not something I've ever really thought about, like, where peanuts came from. So that's fun to know. So, okay, so sort of similar to the coconut. So Frutabella seems to be like, they just take stuff and they moosh it up, and then they were like, have a bar of it. So it's just like someone just took some peanut stuff and just mooshed it and dusted it with a little bit of sugar. Smells like roasted peanuts. It's chewy. It makes me think of, if you've ever had, like a, payday, maybe? Like a nougat, like a peanut nougat, like something that you might encounter in like a candy bar. It's good. It'd be better with chocolate and caramel. Like a candy bar. But it's good by itself. I want 3 of each of these? Oh my god. I have 3 peanut things, I have 3 coconut things. And they have 3 of these, whatever these nano ones are that we'll get later. I'm excited. This box is great. It's delicious. Okay, one more before we stop for the night. Okay. So let's have this bad boy right here. Looks chocolatey and something or other deliciousy, nest, juice, dust, all kinds of good stuff. This is Amori 1000. Chocolate covered wafer with coconut filling. Visiting Brazil without trying one of their coconuts? It's unheard of. That's why we're bringing you this creamy coconut treat. Though the chocolatey tropical wafer may be delicious, pronouncing it is a lot more difficult and potentially fraught with failure. See, the word coconut in Portuguese is coco, which has the same spelling and only slightly different pronunciation as Coco River and... Oh no, yeah, because there are little accents over here, so I'm not... in each of the words. And then basically the same word, only with like a little burp burp over the last O, which means poop. So, Portugal, y'all got basically the same word for river, poop, and coconut. Might want to look into fixing that. It's not something you'll want to get mixed up, clearly. So enjoy your delightfully decadent coconut wafer, and be thankful that it's already in your hands and you don't have to worry about pronouncing it. Indeed, I'll pronounce it in English anyway because that's all I have going for me. Da-da-da-da. Smells like coconut. The English kind, because I'm not gonna try the pronunciation of the Portuguese kind, because I don't want to say poop. What are you doing back there? Hmm? Say the boy. Oh, it's been kind of, it's a little on the melty side. Or at one point was melty. Oh no, the humanity! No! Coconut wafer, don't leave me! So some of the chocolate's kind of peeling off with the wrapper. As you can see, it's a little less than stellar. That's okay though. There's still most of it on here. And then we can always just, you know, do some of that. Which I'll probably do off camera because it's be weird. Okay. It smells good. It smells like coconut. And coconut chocolate wafer. Pretty good. Pretty tasty. It's the simple things in life that are good. Not really a lot of fancy jazz. Just get coconut and chocolate and you're fine. What are you doing? You're making yourself a bed. It's late. He's tired. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. You're just a cranky old man. I'll tuck you in a minute. Ah! A little messy, but you know, what you gotta do? Good stuff. I need some milk. All this chocolate and stuff, and thick foods and things. But so far, Brazil, I'm way more into the things I've gotten so far than the last box. Last box had some good stuff, but it also had a few things that I was not that all that into. But keep it coming. Good. I just got finished being at the DMV for 2 hours. 3-minute transaction. I hate it. I hate humans and the fact that we've made paperwork a bunch of stupids. Expletives. So I'm gonna calm myself by eating something that looks delicious. It looks like there's honey and chocolate and other things involved. And also the other large, gigantic thing that was in the box. This bad boy, which says Mousse De Limão. There's an O at the end. So it's either lime or lemon. Since it's green, I'm gonna guess with lime, but who knows. But we're gonna start with the chocolate first. And this is Cory Pão Dimel, maybe? Chocolate covered honey bread. Okay. Every country has a dish they're most famous for. Italy has pasta, Spain has paella, Germany has schnitzel, and Brazil, they have bread. But not just any bread. We're talking the most famous bread in the southern hemisphere. Pão Dimel, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so sorry Brazil. This chocolate-covered spiced honey bread is one of Brazil's most iconic treats and is a must-try on any trip there. The treat comes from an old European recipe which allegedly came about when bakers discovered they could preserve cake longer if it was covered in melted chocolate. Possibly the best discovery ever, not wrong. Underneath that chocolate coating, you'll find a unique sponge cake infused with cloves, cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg. Oh. And of course, no recipe would be complete without pure Brazilian honey. The luscious addition adds a touch of sweetness and helps keep the cake moist and fresh. The only thing that could make Brazil's most famous bread even better, eating it with a cup of Brazil's most famous drink, coffee. Ooh. Well, I don't have any coffee. I do have some milk. We'll just, you know, and I usually put milk in the coffee. and sugar and cream and other things to the point where it's not really coffee anymore. It's more like, this is the thing that used to be coffee. It's a drink. It just happens to be coffee flavored. So just like little tiny cookie things. Oh. It's firmer than I thought it would be. But they said sponge cake and honey keeping it moist. I thought it would be softer, but that's okay. It's good. Kind of like if you had like a really fat, soft graham crackery type thing. Only with all the cloves and the cinnamon stuff and the nutmeg. You can taste that. It's good though. Yeah, who wants to have it? Get back in your house. Back in your bag. I'm not eating all of you today. We gotta try the lime one now, even though you're delicious. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty tasty. So now we're going to try the Amori, another Amori one. Milk would go good with this. I'll have some. Alright. So this is the Amori Mousse De Limão. Wafers with, it is lime mousse, yay! Where would Brazilian cuisine be without limes? Whether squeezed onto fish, blended into creamy desserts, or chopped into Brazil's ever-popular national cocktail. I'm gonna try saying this. Caipirinha? Something like that. Limes provide that sparkling tang essential to a variety of local foods. So how exactly did Brazil's love affair with limes begin? It all started in the 1500s when a group of explorers following Christopher Columbus made the first voyage to Brazil. As always, these sailors stored a plethora of limes in the folds of their ships, as drinking their juice prevented scurvy. When they arrived in Brazilian shores, the explorers decided to plant their limes, which ended up taking extremely well to the country's soil and climate. Fast forward to today, and juicy limes are grown in almost every part of Brazil, making them the perfect addition to countless traditional dishes. With these flaky wafers, the bold zing of Brazilian lime is mellowed out with a sweet and creamy mousse. So the only thing sour about this treat is how you'll feel once it's gone. No! Well, I mean, I've got a lot of them here. It's a giant package of wafery goodness. So, I'm gonna just enjoy it, provided I can open it. This is my nightmare right here, opening things. Yay! They're not smashed to pieces! Woohoo! I can eat a whole lime wafer! Yeah. So, basic lime wafer. Smells limey. Lime wafer. Tastes like wafers, and the cream tastes a little bit like lime. So it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect, which is good. It kind of reminds me of something. Like a cereal, like Trix maybe, with limes in the Trix thing. Kind of like that, like a sweet sugary lime type thing. But it's tasty. Alright, so I'm going to console myself with my packets of foods after my DMV debacle. And just chill out. A cup of milk, good Brazilian food. Hello. Let's try some of Grandma's, something. I'm going to go with popcorn, I don't know. We were playing the football. And it looks like Grandma's feeding the kid some popcorn while he plays. Don't play games and eat at the same time. You're gonna choke! But anyway. So this is Pipoca Vivozinha? Sweet popcorn. So yes, popcorn. You know the packy peanuts that come in shipping boxes? Well, today might be the closest you come to eating them. This snack, which is called Pipoca Ispor, which means styrofoam popcorn in Portuguese, has a rather unique texture. Interesting. Unlike typical popcorn, these kernels retain their shape, expanding just slightly to become soft and airy. Once you get past the texture, it's pretty easy to love. It's mildly sweet tang, which tastes a bit like the corn cereal Smacks. Oh, I like that cereal. is beloved amongst Brazilians and hopefully you too. Will you become hooked on Brazil's puffy popcorn or stick to your salty American original? The only way to find out is to get munching. So, there's an interesting description. Oh! There's an interesting looking thing. So, yeah, it's like it floofed in some weird fashion. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of like eating a bigger version of snacks. Interesting. How does that work? How do you get them to do that? Because with popcorn, you heat them up to the point that they pop, obviously, hence the name. But how do you get them to do this? How do you get them to just expand in this fashion to the point that you basically have a kernel that's just like foof? I don't understand. It's interesting. But yeah, if you've ever had snack cereal, it's just a giant version of that. So it's pretty good. I kind of want milk with it. I want milk with everything though, but let's face it, I'm a fan of milk. What can I say? And yeah, it is slightly sweet, which I guess is maybe the powdery stuff on the outside? Yeah, I guess so. Tastes powdery. Alright. Giant snacks. Tonight is gummy thing night. So we've got Gelatines Festa. They look like little cupcakes with... And the ants are the ones carrying them. I'm not really sure why ants, but okay. Focus! You bastard! Apologies for the language. Sometimes, though. Then we've got Docigoma? No, is that a G? Docigoma. Gurt. Can we get the Gurt, please? There we go. Gurt! Don't know what Gurt is. So let's start with the... I want to start with the candies covered in party things. The colorful ones. The Festa. Did I say Fiesta? I'm sorry, Festa. Anyway, these are gummies with rainbow sprinkles. Pretty self-explanatory. Think of the best party you've ever been to. Now times that by 100. It's a lot as I look over there like a weirdo. There's stuff over there, look. Anyway, that's about as close as we can get to describing Brazil's Carnival. One of the most grandiose parties in the world, Carnival is a non-stop extravaganza filled with vibrant costumes, mouth-watering foods, dancers, parades, and lively music. Locals drop everything to partake in the massive spectacle, which takes place before Lent and lasts for at least 6 days, typically more like 9. You might have missed Carnival in Brazil this year, but you can get a taste of the Festa party, obviously, with these exciting gums. Chewy Tutti Frutti gummies are covered in colorful, crazy sprinkles to bring a little party straight to you. We wish we could say they'll last as long as Brazil's Carnival, but with flavors like these, we know that's not true. Ah, no! They are very festive. I approve of festive candies. It smells like Nana. I smell bananas. Are bananas involved with this? Interesting. Interesting that I should smell banana right off the bat, of all things. Maybe get one out of the bag. Okay. So yes, they are squishy. They're festive, fun. Well, I guess. There we go. No, alright, well anyway. So yeah. What color are they? Kind of like a orangey-ish, kind of. Sort of. Eh. I don't know where the focus sweet spot is on this camera. Oh well. So yeah, it's pretty exactly the way it's described. A tutti frutti gummy covered in, you know, these types of sprinkles. Little circle ones. So it kind of gives it, it's a weird combination of totally normal chewy gummy and then those sprinkles with the crunch. So it's kind of weird, really. To have some gummies covered in sprinkles. good. I like them. I will eat them. I will enjoy them. But for now, let's move on to the Gurt. There is a little picture of a little yogurty type the cup of something. So this is Docigoma Gurt yogurt gummies. So I guess they taste like yogurt. You've heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, in Brazil, they have a different opinion. Breakfast is referred to as café de manhã, which in Portuguese simply means morning coffee. So a traditional Brazilian breakfast usually consists of a hot cup of joe and not much else. But if you're not a coffee drinker, there is another option, yogurt. A few spoonfuls of yogurt mixed with granola is a light morning boost for many Brazilians, minus the caffeine. Brazilian yogurt is different in that it's super fruity and, like most food in Brazil, extra sweet. Coffee drinker or not, you'll get to try Brazil's breakfast alternative with a whole new way with these creamy gummies. You'll find 4 traditional yogurt flavors: strawberry, peach, banana, and coconut, blended with the distinct milky tang of Brazilian sweet yogurt. So go ahead, do as the Brazilians do and eat some yogurt gummies for breakfast. Okay. If you insist, if you say so. Alright, so I'm going to assume it does smell very, what's the descriptor for this? Like a sweet, creamy something. Kind of hard to describe. Probably because there's clashing, here's the strawberry, obviously it's the pink, and then we've got the white in here. Probably the coconut. And then here, I'm sure, is Nana. Oh wait, except there's a peach too. Who's Peach? Oh, questions. I have questions because I only see 3 colors, but there's 4 flavors. No! Alright, well, strawberry first, maybe. It is a very soft, chewy gummy. It does taste like yogurt. Kind of got that sort of, for lack of a better phrase, terminology, kind of that milky yogurt thing happening. Interesting. Alright. It's pretty good. It's different. It's kind of the thing where you're like, I have to get used to this. Because I'm used to this flavor, but not in this format. So this is kind of weird. So let's try possibly banana, possibly peach. I'm not sure because the flavors don't match the colors, maybe. This is banana. I don't know the last time I've had a banana yogurt. But it tastes fine. It's like a kind of a creamy nana, something there. And I'm going to assume this is coconut, which I have kind of had a coconut yogurt. Yeah, coconut. This does not taste the same as said coconut yogurt. Same concept though. Yogurt plus coconut equals this. So I don't know what peach tastes like. I don't have anything in here that looks like it should be peach colored. There is another bag though, so if I do see the peach color in that bag, I'll nom it up for you. Though I assume it's probably going to taste very similar to the rest of these, like, just, you know, this is a thing plus yogurt, so. Okay, well, I'm going to enjoy my gummies, and, yeah, cool times. Okay, one more thing. Spicy! Snacks! It even says snacks! So this is, see, look. Snacks! Okay, so, snacks. Pimenta Calabresa. These are Calabrian chili crackers. We know what you're thinking. More peppers? Of course, this is Brazil we're talking about. Clearly, obviously, why would we not have more peppers? More peppers all the time. These tiny breadsticks are flavored with another popular Brazilian pepper, the Calabrian chili. But unlike other varieties, this one is rarely eaten raw. Instead, it's left to age on the vine until it's dried and wrinkly, and then ground into flaky seasoning that looks a lot like the red pepper flakes you might see on a table at a pizza shop. I don't ever put those on my pizza. I use them in my pantry for soup and stuff. I do things. Anyway, this unique process gives the Calabrian chili a warm smokiness and fruity spice, making it a popular addition to savory meats and stews. When it comes to these yums, you are certainly in for a hearty dose of that full-bodied spice. This extra tall bag is jam-packed with Calabrian chili flavor, so in this case, more peppers turns out to be a really, really good thing. Chili me, baby. Also, Brazil, I'd like to take a moment to thank you. Not to make my life miserable with attempting to open bags. It's been relatively easy to open everything. Tiny breadstick. They smell good. Yes, that's quite nice. Yeah. Not too terribly spicy. Just chill. Nice. Like to have flavor. Wow. Yeah. It is kind of like a little breadstick too. Kind of has that that texture and stuff going on. So this is a nice little snack. Just munch. Ow. Just something to snackaroony on whenever. But I got a whole. This is super crocante. I don't know what that means. But, you know. It's good. And that's really all that matters. There's 2 things left. Let's eat them. I'm not too jazzed about either of them, to be honest. Because one, I think we had last time in the past box. And I recall not liking it. Because it's a guava bar. It's the Frutabella Goiabikas, something like that. And anyway, it's a guava bar, and I wasn't too jazzed with it myself, but we're gonna go for it again, so... doigt. That's what it looks like, I'm not sure. It looks like it could be French. We're not speaking gibberish, we're counting in Portuguese. And to make this yum, you don't have to count out many ingredients. This fruity snack, called goiabada, it just uses 2, guava and sugar. The local specialty is perfect on its own, but when Brazilians crave a guava treat that's slightly more sophisticated, they reach for the cheese. I didn't eat it with cheese last time, by the way. That's right, a thick slice of soft white cheese tops an equally thick slice of this for a flavor duo that works so well together. It's been dubbed Romeo and Julieta, a play on Shakespeare's romantic classic Romeo and Juliet. Want to try this tasty masterpiece for yourself? Look for Brazilian Minas cheese, queso fresco, or fresh mozzarella in the grocery store. When you put them together, you'll find that there's some truth to the name. The salty cheese blends with the sweetness of the guava for a snack that's love at first bite. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe we'll try that. Well, let's give it a bite. And then maybe I'll save some because I definitely won't eat the whole thing. Because look at how much that is. I'm not going to eat all of it. I wasn't... Maybe I'll get some mozzarella this time and put it together. Because a fresh ball of mozzarella is delicious by itself anyway. So even if I don't like the combo, I'm going to eat the mozzarella. So. I didn't really like how it smelled. It's not... Yeah, it's kind of fruity and flowery-ish. Maybe I didn't dislike the guava too much. No, it's not bad. I expected to fully, like, not be into it. But it's not that. It's not bad. I'm not a big fan of the texture. But I'm not going to eat the whole bar. Maybe I will get a thing of mozzarella. We'll see it later in this video, I suppose. But yeah, it's kind of got like a... I want to say grainy, for lack of a better word, kind of texture. I know it's not necessarily the sugar, that's the guava itself kind of thing, but, you know. Cleanse the palate. And now it's time for this banana thing. Now last time there was a banana, and it was basically like the guava thing. It was like old, sad, brown, mushy banana, all smooshed up, and then pressed together and covered in sugar, and I was not into it. Depends on the banana thing. I may be into it, I may be not into it, and we'll see. But this is a Frutabella Amendoiks. No, sorry, wrong one. This is the... there's a lot of A's and N's and banana da 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 banana. Sorry, no, it's It's Bananada. Con chocolate. Chocolate covered banana bar. Let's not screwing around. Let's get on with it. Brazilians are bananas for bananas. They went there. They really did. I'm not messing with this. Really, the country is one of the top banana producers in the world, growing hundreds of millions of bananas every year. Even though they're a big producer, you may never have eaten a Brazilian banana before. Most of the golden fruits never leave the country because Brazilians eat nearly all of them on their own. Their bananas are known for being super fresh, as most are picked within days or even hours of being sold. Sounds amazing, right? Well, you're about to get a taste of a true Brazilian banana with this snack. Real mashed bananas and sugar are mixed together to form a chewy bar that's as close as it can be to the real fruit. That's all I had last time, was not into it. Although I think the bananas were like several days old or something like that, so it wasn't like fresh banana. To make matters even sweeter, these bananas have been coated in a delicate layer of melted milk chocolate. See, and that's sweetening the deal for me. Ha! Puns. So that works better. The tropical fruit flavor blends perfectly with the rich and nutty coating for one seriously irresistible treat. If that's not something to go bananas over, we don't know what is. Some of the other snacks, possibly, like the peanut one. That was pretty great. Also, I can't open the banana package, so, I mean, you know, we're back to square one in the end of all these things. Hey, there we go. Oh yeah, it's not melted either. Yay! It did a little bit. Yeah, a little, you know. So here we have just innocuous looking chocolate candy thing, and inside will be some sort of mooshed banana. It's all dark in there. Yeah. I like this more than just the straight other banana one that we had last time. I keep saying we, me, well, whatever. You were here. Maybe. You can go back and watch. It's not bad. I fully expected to not like it, but this is doable. I'm okay with this. I'm okay. It's fine. Got a bit of chew to it. It smells like banana. Not like the fake candy flavored, like banana. Like banana. Like, I got a banana. Okay. So I bought some, hold on, fresh mozzarella, and there's the what is it again? I don't even remember. because I'm not the guava. So I bought some fresh mozzarella for the guava, and we're gonna eat them together and see what it's like. I don't have high hopes. I don't know. You know what? I guess don't knock it till you try it. So guava. Still not that into it, and now cheese. I mean, I don't know. Now it's just like I'm eating mozzarella and guava together. It's like it's kind of sweetening the cheese a little bit, but I don't know. I could just eat the mozzarella. So, I mean, no disrespect to you, Brazil, but still not into the guava. If we had the super yum box, if we upgraded even more, we'd get more things. But I didn't. And next time we're gonna be back to the smaller box. So we'll be back to other smaller things again, but that's okay. Make a shorter video. Theoretically. Depends. I'm not editing this yet, so I don't know. Do you want to be involved? Tiny doggo! You smell all the things, don't you? But you can't have it. I know, you were in bed, all cozy, and I got you up. But the people want to see. The people love you. You and your thoughts. Whatever tiny thoughts they may be. Okay, let's read this thing. This is what we have. So this is our clue to next month's box. No. Okay, alright. Shoo. I love you, but please stop. So, once known as Formosa in the East China Sea, they've got snacks with 5 spices and sweet bubble tea. Wait, who makes the bubble tea? We have that at the mall across where I work. It's up for heated debate if they're a country or not, but one thing's for certain, their yums hit the spot. Who does the bubble tea? Fudgesicles. Thailand? Is it a Thailand thing? Really? I don't remember. Please help. Please help. Who does the bubble tea? Comments. Remind me, because I don't know. I had some the other day. One of my coworkers brought in. They had lavender tea, which was kind of weird. It tasted like I was drinking a flower. It's awkward. And the bubble thing's in there, which is basically just giant chunks of tapioca, really. But it's good. All right. Thank you for partying with me and Tiny Doggo, and eating things and reacting to them and things like that. What is happening? What? Why are you sniffing my ear? What's happening? Where are you going? Okay, well, we're doing that now. Okay, I don't know. Okay, bye! Subscribe if you want. Or like. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Be here. Let's all eat things together, because that's what's gonna make the world a better place. Eating food and being in each other's company. I'm gonna go put him back in his bed. Bye!
That's all.